It's January 18th, 2022, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxell. Thursday marks the first anniversary of Joe Biden being president. And I think his first year can be summed up in one word: fell. He fell up some stairs, he fell asleep at the UN, and his approval rating fell to 33%. Come on, man. President Biden spoke in Georgia last week, saying that senators who oppose his voting rights legislation are just like George Wallace. And he would know because George Wallace's number is still in his Rolodex. Stacey Abrams said she couldn't attend Biden's speech due to an already full schedule. Because, as glamorous as it sounds, life can get pretty busy when you're a pretend governor. The CDC's director admits her agency's messaging and guidance about the COVID-19 pandemic should have been more clear. Rochelle Walensky plans to start being more clear by highlighting the phrase, "Don't drink your urine," in a bold red font. Researchers in Finland say they have developed a nasal spray that protects you from COVID-19 for up to 8 hours, which is just enough time to wait in line at a COVID testing center. And if you have even more time to wait around, you can now get free at-home COVID-19 tests from the government by placing orders at covidtests.gov. The Postal Service will start delivering the tests later this month. Or, if you want your COVID test to be lost during shipping or destroyed by a delivery driver, use FedEx. Speaking of FedEx, they've asked U.S. officials for approval to equip their cargo aircraft with anti-missile lasers for protection against international threats. Spirit Airlines is also asking to use lasers for protection against their own passengers. Speaking of international threats, in an interview with the Associated Press, Afghanistan's new Taliban ruler confirmed he hopes to open all schools to girls so they can do the cleaning. Hong Kong officials say hamsters may have infected a pet shop worker with COVID-19. As a result, Hong Kong is ordering a mass execution of all hamsters. Protests have poured in from across the globe, led by PETA, Greenpeace, and automaker Kia. The Southeast United States got two things that rarely happen: a college football championship that didn't go to Alabama, and a snowstorm. Sketchworks NewsBrake has team coverage on the snow, starting with NewsBrake correspondent Allie O'Neill.
It's snowing.
Allie flies a drone.
Thank you, Allie. I've been informed that drone shot cost us $450. Hopefully, Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard has a cheaper report.
Listen, I'm not taking my chances. One, I'm still on the run from the IRS and I figure they won't find me if I'm hiding in this closet. Two, do you know how cold it is out there? I have a thermometer, I'll show you. According to this thermometer right here, it's 21 degrees outside. 21 degrees, that's below freezing! Do you know how dangerous that is? No, thank you. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Tim Millard. Oh, wait a minute. This thermometer's in Celsius.
Thank you, Tim. Hey, you should get a drone. A cheap one. Queen Elizabeth punished her son, Prince Andrew, by ordering him to be stripped of his royal and military titles as a result of underage sex allegations. The Queen's decision means he'll now be known as the artist formerly known as Prince, Andrew. Sources close to the royal family report Andrew is going to be crashing on Harry and Meghan's couch for a few weeks. Speaking of the just aforementioned Harry, he has expressed interest in visiting the UK with his 2 children, but he has some safety concerns. And if the British government is not willing to provide security, Harry stated he will pay for it himself as soon as his grandmother loans him the money. Delta Airlines plans to pay most of its employees a bonus of $1,250 on Valentine's Day. Oh, that's so sweet. I wish I had a Valentine who would give me money. Airline CEO Ed Bastian says it's to recognize employees who worked through what he calls a very difficult year. Delta Airlines who are ineligible for the bonus will instead be traded to Spirit Airlines. Satellite TV provider Directv plans to drop One America News Network from its channel lineup this spring. It's bad news for the far-right cable news channel, but good news for your crazy Uncle Larry, because now people will hopefully listen to his conspiracy theories. A new study shows that face masks, such as the ones worn during the pandemic, make men more attractive to women, which is why they're highly recommended by Dr. Fauci. Unvaccinated conservative media mogul Glenn Beck says he has once again contracted COVID, and he says it spread to his lungs. You see, this is what happens when you don't drink your own urine. 3 people and an infant miraculously survived a helicopter crash near Philadelphia. The parents say they are just grateful to be alive, although they regret letting the baby fly the helicopter. Tom Brady has launched a clothing line called Brady Brand. So, if you want to give more money to a man already worth $250 million, by all means, spend $65 on a hat with the word Brady stitched on it. Or, instead, sign up for our Patreon, which we just plugged about 15 seconds ago. I will personally even write Brady on Sketchworks swag and send it to you. Come on, please. Those drone shots are not cheap. In a radio interview, former Bill Clinton political advisor Dick Morris said there is a good chance the 2024 presidential election will be a rematch between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. As punishment for merely suggesting this god-awful idea, Morris has been stripped of his royal titles and will be crashing on Rachel Maddow's couch for a few weeks. NBC's Today Show celebrated its 70th anniversary with a retrospective video of the show and its hosts. My 2004 interview about GPS-enabled soda cans, for some reason, did not make the final cut. Airline CEOs are urging the Biden administration to intervene in AT&T and Verizon's plan to introduce 5G cellular service. They say the signals could interfere with airplane electronics and cause what they call catastrophic disruption. However, Spirit Airlines is all for the idea of its planes crashing because of new wireless technology. As its CEO put it, dead people don't ask for refunds. Hey! There's that sound. You know what that means. The Spirit Airlines Rule of 3 has been fulfilled this week. If you're a Sketchworks Patreon subscriber, watch your mailbox as we'll be sending you a free taco. Not a coupon for a free taco. An actual taco. People waited for hours in line at Disney World just so they could buy a $25 popcorn bucket shaped like a cartoon dragon named Figment. Disney plans to follow this up with an NFT of a popcorn bucket shaped like a cartoon dragon named Figment. NFT popcorn not included. Singer Celine Dion, who turns 54 this year, is canceling her North American tour due to health issues caused by muscle spasms. Because while her heart will go on, her sciatica won't. Well, if we're talking about celebrities, it must be time for Sketchworks NewsBrake's Hollywood Feud News. We start with the Spears sisters. In Jamie Lynn's new memoir, Things I Should Have Said, the singer and actress describes her older sister's behavior as erratic, paranoid, and spiraling. An angry Brittany took to Twitter, lashing out at Jamie Lynn, saying she has stooped to a new level of low. Jamie Lynn shot back, saying Brittany's public outbursts are embarrassing and discussions need to happen privately. Brittany agreed in an open letter shared on Twitter. Brittany then took to Instagram and posted a video of her flipping her hair. Meanwhile, Kanye West took aim at his soon-to-be ex-wife's boyfriend, Pete Davidson, in his new song, Easy, spelled with a Z, which is not how you spell easy. In the song, West talks about beating Pete's ass. Davidson commented that being mentioned in a song by the world-renowned artist makes it all worth it. Did Davidson forget he's been mentioned in not one, but two Ariana Grande songs? No need for sunscreen, Ariana. Pete just sent you some serious shade. Kanye claims he was prevented from picking up his children at Kim's house because Pete was there. Kim claims Pete has never been to her house, and yet can't explain how he's painted her walls. And that's it for this week's Hollywood Feud News. Congratulations! We've all just lost a little bit of our soul. What we need is an uplifting, positive story. Oklahoma pastor Mike Todd rubbed his own spit onto a parishioner's face during a Sunday sermon because he wanted to show that, in his words, receiving God's vision can sometimes be nasty. For his next sermon, Todd plans to poop on someone. You know, I'm fairly sure that story is neither uplifting nor positive. Dare we try again? All right, against my better judgment. A man in the UK woke up and met his newborn son for the first time after spending a month in a coma. He was just so happy to hold his son and finally say how disappointed he is in him. Well, we tried. I guess that's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxell. Say hi to your mom for me.
Urging the administration to change course, to change strategy. Is it time?
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day.
They played well. We didn't. They deserve to win.